Everybody got it? Hey man, I know y'all ready for that hot topic, right?
Yeah.
Get you a good partner today. You got you a good partner. Everybody got a good partner. Y'all ready? I want you, when you say this, I want you to do your hand like this. You got it? I'm going to demonstrate it one more time. You going to do like this? You got it? Everybody got it? Y'all ready? Get your finger ready. Get your partner. You got to have somebody to point at. You got your partner. Got your partner. Everybody got a partner. Get your finger ready. Get your finger ready, Tanya. Jane. Get your finger. Y'all get your finger. This gonna be good. What you finna say? Look at somebody and say this is gonna be good.
This gonna be good.
And look at somebody tell them say this gonna be for your own good.
This is for your own good.
Get your finger ready. Everybody got your fingers ready. All right, then here we go. Look at somebody tell them say it's going down. Y'all ain't see that. So you didn't even catch that. Get you somebody who wants some stuff to go down. I say get you a partner that's ready for some stuff in their life to go down. Now get you another partner and look at them and say it's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
That's what I'm going to talk about this morning. It is about to go down. I said it is about to go down. You need to know that there's some stuff in your life that it's about to go down.
Come on.
Hallelujah. How many of you ready for some stuff to go down?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I want to talk about this morning because it's going down. Everybody at 1 Samuel chapter 17. So y'all know who I'm finna talk about, right? I'm finna talk about David and Goliath.
Uh-oh. Come on.
You're going to get it in a minute. God gave me some revelation, and when I tell you it's going to blow your mind, when I tell you if you pay attention to these plays that God finna give out, I say make sure you pay attention to these plays that the Lord is finna give out. That's going to help you for the next 4 weeks. Y'all ready?
Ready.
It's finna go down. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to start at chapter 17. And I'm going to read verse 1 through 3. Okay? And then I'm going to go over. And I'm going to start at verse 8. Y'all got me? And then look at somebody tell them, say, and we're going to run the ball.
We're going to run the ball. Hey.
So everybody at 1 Samuel chapter 17. And it reads. This is what's going to go on. This is what's going on. It said, now the Philistines gathered together their armies to what? Battle. That's how many you know we're in a battle. And how many you know that the enemy is gathering his team together.
All right.
I said the enemy is gathering his team together for battle. So that means he ain't coming to play.
All right.
But he coming to play. And he gonna play what? He gonna play hard. Okay. Here we go. I'm gonna try to stay in one spot. It'll be impossible, but I'm gonna try. Now the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shock, which belonged to Judah. And they pitched between Shock and Azekah in Ephraim. Verse 2. And Saul and the men of Israel were gathered together, and they pitched by the valley of Elah, and set the battle in array against the Philistines. And the Philistines stood on a mountain on one side, and Israel stood on a mountain on the other side. And there was a valley in between them.
My God.
Come on, man.
Get right there, Tony.
My God.
Get right here, Mom. Get right here.
Samson.
So the Philistines got their army arrayed on this side.
All right.
Israel got their army arrayed on the other side.
All right.
But everybody is on top of a mountain. But there is a valley that's in between.
Right.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a valley that's in between. Look at somebody tell them, say, that's the field.
That's the field.
So you got both teams. One on the left and one on the right. But when it comes time to play, look at somebody tell them, say, everybody gonna have to come down.
Everybody gonna have to come down.
synopsis.
Good.
Y'all got that?
That's
Okay,
good.
because I want you to keep in mind now, the whole while I'm teaching this, I want you to keep in mind, we got two teams.
Hey.
And all both done arrayed themselves for battle. So that means everybody has prepared themselves for this battle.
Right.
Look at somebody tell them, say, you better be ready.
You better be ready.
So I'm going to skip on over, and I told you I'm going to start at verse what?
8.
I'm going to start at verse 8. Because here it is, now Goliath shows up, which is the giant in the army of the Philistines.
That's right.
So now he shows up, and this is what he says. Y'all ready? Verse 8. And he stood, talking about Goliath, and cried unto the armies of Israel, and said unto them, why are ye come out to set yourself battle in array? Am not I a Philistine, and ye servants to Saul? Choose you a man for you, and let him come down to me. Look at somebody tell him, say, when he come at you this time,
When you come into this
time,
he gonna come at you with that talk.
he gonna come at you with that talk.
And all he trying to do is infiltrate some fear in you.
That's
all
it.
right.
All he trying to do is get you scared. Look at somebody say, so you'll back up.
Bring you back up.
But look at somebody tell him, say, but in this season,
But in this season,
I ain't backing up.
I ain't backing
Because
up.
it's going down.
It's going down.
You better say it.
All right.
I promise you,
It's going down.
it's going down.
Jesus.
Verse 9. He said, if he able to fight with me and to kill me, then we'll be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then ye shall be our servants and serve us. So Goliath is saying, he said, this is the deal.
Right.
He said, now if you get me one man
Mm-hmm.
that can bring me down, then we will serve Israel.
All right.
But if you can't bring me down, then y'all will serve us.
Oh wow.
Look at somebody say the devil has drawn that line in the sand.
Insane.
All right.
It's going to get good, y'all. Just hang with me. Verse 10. And the Philistines said, I defy the armies of Israel this day. Give me a man that we may fight together. Verse 11. And when Saul and all Israel heard those words of the Philistine, they were dismayed and greatly afraid. So I got to stop there to tell you this. It's going to be very important what you allow the enemy to put in your ear to cause you to fear.
Amen.
Because remember, he wants you to be in fear so you'll give up.
Right.
Right.
But look at somebody say, I can't give up this season.
Can't give up this season.
I got to make it. So look at somebody say, cover your ears.
All right.
Well, I said I was going down to what, verse what? Verse
12.
what? No,
You.
flip over. Let's go on over. Let's go on over. Verse 17. I'm going to skip around a little bit. Y'all gonna get it. Y'all at verse 17?
Yes.
Okay. So we see here, what about the stage has been set. This is what it's going to be. You kill me, we serve you. Y'all kill me, we going to serve y'all.
All right.
So it's already been set. Look at somebody say, game already set.
Game already set.
said.
Tell them, say, we going to play. All right. Let's go on down to verse 17. So now we get to verse 17, whereby Jesse is sending David to his brothers because they down there getting ready to go to battle.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to send them some food down there, but he sends it by David. I'll watch this. I'm finna show you something. I'm finna show you something. Go to verse 22. So David got the food, and he has made it down here. Okay? Verse 21. For Israel and the Philistines has put the battle in array. Army against army. Look at somebody say they're in a mess. Honey, they scared. Look at somebody say they're scared. Verse 22. And David left his carriage in the hand of the keeper of the carriage and ran into the army and came and saluted his brethren. Verse 23. And as he talked with them, behold, there came up the champion. Look at somebody say champion.
Champion.
of the Philistine of Gath, Goliath by name, out of the armies of the Philistines, and spake according to the same words. And David, look at somebody say, heard them. David heard the words of the champion. He just wasn't called Goliath, but they called him a champion. And anytime you've been called a champion, that means you done been in some fights and have came out undefeated. Because you can't have a title champion without being undefeated.
Right.
So they call him not only Goliath, but they call him a champion. Listen to this. But look at somebody say, but David heard them. Look at somebody say, David heard them. David heard what he said. Verse 24. It said, and all the men of Israel, when they saw the man, they fled from him and were so afraid.
Right.
So when everybody else saw Goliath, they got scared and they ran. But look at somebody tell them, say, in this season, you got to stay in your ground. Don't be moved by how big it is.
Okay.
Now look at somebody tell them, say, because it's going down.
It's going down.
Verse 26. Oh no, 25. And the men of Israel said, they're talking to David. I want you to listen to this. And the men of Israel said, have you seen this man that is come up? Surely to divide Israel, he is come up. And it shall be that the man who killeth him, the king will enrich him with great riches, and will give him his daughter, and make his father's house free in Israel. Verse 26. Look at somebody say, and David spake.
And David
And David spake to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine? Look at somebody say, you hear faith talking? He said,
Come on. Come on.
you can't afford to be talking fear and foolishness out your mouth.
Come on now.
You're going to have to speak faith in the midst of what seems to be big in your life.
Right.
He said, what shall be done?
That's good.
Let me read. David ain't talking nothing but faith. And David spake to the men that stood by him, saying, what shall be done to the man that killeth this Philistine? David coming out of his mouth from the forefront saying, he gonna die.
Right.
He gonna die. Ain't no ifs or buts about it. He's gonna die.
That's good.
He said, for who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? David said, who is this uncircumcised Philistine that's going to defy the armies of God? Who is it? Where is it?
Right.
Look at somebody say, David looking for him.
You gotta say it.
David said, I'm ready to confront this giant.
Mm.
So y'all keep running
Hey.
because you're scared. But look at somebody say, no fear in this season.
No fear in this season.
I ain't walking in nothing but faith. Look at somebody tell me, I'm going to approach this thing in faith.
Approach this thing in faith.
Not in fear.
Not in fear.
Look at somebody say, faith on it.
Faith only.
Look at somebody say, that's a play.
That's a play.
Verse 27. And the people answered him after this manner, saying, so shall it be done to the man that killeth him. Verse 28. And Eliab, his eldest brothers, heard when he spake unto the men. And Eliab's anger was kindled against David. And he said, why camest thou down hither? And with whom hast thou left those few sheep in the wilderness? I know thy pride and thy naughtiness of thine heart. For thou art come down that thou mightest see the battle. Verse 29. And David said, what have I now done? Is there not a cause?
That's right.
Is there not a cause? Now you're going to get mad.
Hey, come on.
Because David is speaking faith while you're trembling in fear.
Right.
Hey.
That's good.
How you going to be mad when faith show up?
Hey.
Because Because the same opportunity that David has is the same opportunity that you have.
Right.
You can speak faith or you can speak fear. What David chose to speak faith in the midst of what seemed to be big.
Right.
So can I ask you something this morning? What are you saying to the Goliath in your life?
All right. Amen.
What is it that you have fortified and have downgraded your faith in your God?
All right. That's good.
David said, is that not a cause? Is that not a cause? So when I got there, this is what I said to myself. I said, Lord, I said, so this eldest brother got a problem with David. Can I tell you why he got a problem with David? Because see, in chapter 16, David was anointed to be king.
That is correct.
God sent Samuel to Jesse's house to anoint one of them boys. And he thought because he was the oldest, he should have got the oil. But God didn't put the oil on him. He said, no, he is not the one.
Right.
He said, do you have another? And they said, David back there in the field tending to them sheep. You see what he said? He said, who you got back there tending to them few sheep?
Right.
So he thought the oil should have been on him. So look at somebody say, he do got a problem with David.
He do got a problem with that.
Because David got the oil, and he don't.
And he don't.
And see, when you got that oil on your life, look at somebody say, you a walk faith. You
Walk
a
faith.
talk faith.
You'll talk
You a
faith.
speak faith.
You speak.
Because you're full of the oil.
Full of
Just
the
throw your hands up and say, Lord,
Lord.
put a little oil in my vessel.
in my vessel.
Thank you, Jesus.
Whew, whoa, man, I can't get, whoa, man. Verse 30.
That's it.
And he turned from him towards another and spake after the same manner. And the people answered him again after the former manner. Verse 31. And when the words were heard which David spake, they rehearsed them before Saul. And Saul sent for him. So what they all did, I said all of them. They all got together and said, we're going to go tell Saul what David said. Them tattletales. So when Saul heard what David said, he sent for David. And look what it says in verse 32. And David said to Saul, and David said to Saul, and David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. He said, thy servant will go and fight with the Philistine. Look at somebody say, faith is still talking
Faith is still talking.
in the face of a giant.
In the face of a giant.
Verse 32. And David said to Saul, let no man's heart fail because of him. Thy servant will go and fight with this Philistine. David said, don't you sweat this. I got this.
Right.
I'm your servant. I will go and fight this Philistine. David is the only somebody who has spoke up in faith. Everybody else done ran off.
All right. All right.
So here it is, little David, the little boy, saying that he will stand up against Goliath. So in other words, the Lord was showing me, he said what David was doing was speaking to Saul in faith because Saul was operating in fear also.
Right.
Amen.
So God took little David. How many of y'all remember the little maid last week? I done told you it'll show up in something little.
All
Right.
So here it is, little David. Because he's a little boy. He's a little young man. So here it is, little David telling big Saul, which is a king, that he will go and fight the Philistine.
Amen. All right.
Lord, 1 minute. Come on, 1 minute.
33.
33. And look, it said, and Saul said to David, thou art not able to go against this Philistine to fight with him. For thou art but a youth, and he a man of war from his youth. So here it is, Saul being king I done told you, big things do come in small packages. I said big things do come in small packages. So Saul is telling David what he can't do. Verse 35. 34. And David said unto Saul. And David said unto Saul. And David said unto Saul. See, this is what I love about David. No matter what Saul say, David got an answer. Right. See, you're going to have an answer behind what your Saul is saying. Listen. This is what it says. And David said unto Saul, thy servant kept his father's sheep. And there came a lion and a bear. And I took a lamb out of the flock. Verse 35. And I went out after him, and I smote him, and I delivered it out of his mouth. And when he arose against me, I caught him by his beard, and I smote him, and I slew him. And this is what the Lord said to me. He said, every now and then you need to pull out your resume.
Wow.
He said, every now and then you need to pull out that resume. What about you can go back over some things that God already done did for you, so that it will encourage you in the face of your giants and let you know that if God did it then, he is the same God. Look at somebody, tell him, say, he'll do it again.
He'll do it again.
David said, let me tell you, because see, you don't know nothing about this song.
All right.
See, you don't know nothing about this.
Jesus.
Because see, all Saul knows right now is this little boy is coming to him with this kind of faith. But he don't know nothing about David.
Right.
All he knows is David can play the harp.
Mm.
That's all he knows. He can soothe that spirit that's tormenting him. He don't know that David is a man of war. He don't know that this little boy is a man of war. So what that tell you, even while he was young, the Lord was already teaching him how to fight things that was big.
Wow.
How many of you know a bear ain't little? How many of you know that a bear stands tall? Wow. And how many of you know if there's anything fearful in the jungle, look at somebody, tell them, say, it's a lion.
It's a lion.
You better know it.
Wow.
So what David is telling you is this. I've already came in contact with some giants in the land. And I've already defeated some giants in the land. So who is this circumcised Philistine? Let me go to him, because I will bring him down. Look at somebody say, it's going down.
It's going down. Jesus.
He ain't no match for me. If I slew a bear and a lion.
And a line.
If I slew a bear and a lion.
All right.
This Philistine gonna go down. Just like them.
Just like
Look at somebody say, some stuff in my life is about to go down. Because God delivered me out of that last year. And God brought me out of that the year before. And just because I'm faced with some stuff now, look at somebody say, he gonna bring me out of this too.
Amen. Thank you.
Woman. Verse what? 37.
36.
And David said, moreover, he said to top it off, the Lord that delivered me out of the paw of the lion and out of the paw of the bear, he will deliver me out of the hands of the Philistine. Look at somebody say, talk that faith talk.
Talk that faith
Whatever
talk.
you do, talk that faith talk. I don't care how fear show up. Look at somebody say, talk that faith talk.
Talk that faith talk.
For now, I'm going to talk that faith talk.
Amen.
So he's speaking faith still.
Yes.
Amen.
And he letting you know where his faith lies. He letting you know that his faith lies in God.
Right.
He letting him know that I couldn't do this on my own.
Right.
That it was God that gave me the ability, that gave me the strength to take down a lion and a bear. And that same God that did that for me then is the same God who's going to give me the strength to bring down Goliath. Look at somebody say, my Goliath is coming down.
It's coming down.
Thank you, Lord.
Let me get good here. Verse what? 38. No. No, I'm still in verse 37.
Right, that's fine.
The last line. And Saul said unto David, go, and the Lord be with thee.
Amen.
All right.
I said, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
God done flipped it.
That's right.
Now Saul, that was speaking faith, Spirit is saying, go. Because see, with a resume like that,
Hey.
Right.
you already know if I send him,
Huh.
God gonna back him and do just what he say.
Right.
See, you gotta know in this season who you're walking with.
Come on.
You gotta know in this season, is you walking with God or is you not? You know how they say, is you is or is you ain't, my baby. In other words, are you gonna walk with God this season or you're not gonna walk with God? Because if you walk with God, then those Goliaths in your life, look at somebody say they're gonna come down.
They're gonna come down. Jesus.
Ha, hey. Woo, Jesus. Verse 38, that woman.
38.
And Saul armed David with his armor, and he put a helmet of brass upon his head. Also he armed him with a coat of mail. Verse 39. And David girded his sword upon his armor, and he essayed to go, for he had not proved it. And David said unto Saul, I cannot go with these, for I have not proved them. And David put them off.
Right.
So I got to stop right there because I got to tell you this.
Right.
Are you ready for it?
Ready.
Come on.
David said, I can't use
Hey.
what I ain't been tried in.
That's right. That's right.
I just want to tell some of you, because y'all love to pick up swords that you ain't been skilled in. Y'all love to use scriptures that you ain't even been tried in. Look at somebody and say, you better watch yourself.
You better watch yourself.
Because what's going to happen is you're going to cause injury to your own self.
Amen.
Because you have not been tried with that.
Right.
Amen.
David said, I have not been proven with this armor. So I can't fight with this armor. So stop picking up stuff that you know you ain't been tried in and right here trying to cut devils and end up cutting yourself.
Jesus.
Amen. Amen.
David said, let me take this off.
That's right.
I ain't proved this.
Mm.
I ain't never operated in this. Nobody never taught me how to use a sword. David don't fight with swords. David don't know nothing about no shields. David don't know nothing about no hammer. He is a sheep keeper. All he know to do is feed sheep. All he know to do is protect sheep. So he didn't have to fight with a sword with the bear and the lion. That's why the Bible says he fought with his bare hands.
That's right.
Mm.
He didn't cut. So he's never used a sword. He's never had to wear a shield. He's never had to have armor on. He's a little boy. But a little boy walking around here with a shield and with a helmet on and a sword. He's just a little boy. But I'm going to tell you what little boys play with. Y'all ready?
Ready.
Woo! Glory to God. I'm at verse what?
40.
I'm at verse 40. And he took his staff in his hand and chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook. And he put them in a shepherd's bag, which he had even a scrip. And his sling was in his hand. And he drew near the Philistines. So what David did was get him some rocks.
That's right. That's right.
I said, wait a minute. You're going to get you 5 smooth stones to take down a big giant
Yes.
and a slingshot.
Yes.
How many of your kids like to throw rocks? How many of you remember when you were little how you used to throw rocks? Sometimes cars will come down the road. There you go run behind the cops bus. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Children like to throw rocks. I throw some rocks when I was younger. Amen. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So children throw rocks so much that they can throw a rock for real. A for real rock. I'm talking about a rock and it hit. So what? I just got to show you this right here. Can I read it one more time? Because I want to show you something. Let me read it one more time. Can I read verse 40 one more time? And he took his staff in his hand, and he chose him 5 smooth stones out of the brook. And so when I got there, I said, wait a minute. David was speaking in faith about going to battle. But David didn't have nothing in his hand. Y'all ain't gonna help me today. Y'all ain't gonna help me today. Can I tell you something this season?
Go ahead.
Look, somebody say, look around.
Look around.
It's gonna be something
It's gonna be something.
laying beside you that's gonna help you bring down that Goliath.
Bring down that Goliath. Amen.
So what the Lord had David do, he quickened him to look down at the brook, and there were 5 smooth stones. So he got those stones and he put them in his bag. And the Bible said he went to meet him. And the Bible said he drew near to the Philistine. So in other words, David ain't backing up, David coming up. Look at somebody say, I'm coming up in this season.
I'm coming up in this
I ain't
season.
backing up.
backing
So
up.
what David did was, he didn't back up. Look at somebody say, he came up.
Came up.
He said, I'm not even going to give you time enough to get to me. Look at somebody say, I'm coming to you.
I'm coming to you.
Because I am a firm believer. You can't conquer what you ain't willing to confront.
Come on.
Amen.
Jesus.
Long as you hide behind fear, long as you hide behind fear and excuses, you won't conquer it. You'll only conquer it when you confront it. Look at somebody say, head on.
Head on.
Look at this. So he went before him, verse 42. And when the Philistine looked about and saw David, he disdained him, for he was but a youth and rooted and of a fair countenance. Look at somebody say he sized him up. That's what the devil doing right now. He's sizing you up. But look at somebody say, don't get it twisted.
Don't get it twisted.
Don't let this little size fool you.
Don't let this size fool you.
All right, look at somebody say, I'm packing
I'm packing
something big
something
in
big
this little body.
In his little body.
in this big bag.
And the Philistine said unto David, and the Philistine said unto David, am I a dog that thou comest to me with staves? And the Philistine cursed David by his God. And the Philistine said to David, come to me. Listen to this. Come to me, and I will give your flesh unto the fowls of the air and to the beasts of the field. That's what he told David. He said, come on to me. Because this is what I'm going to do to you. Because you ain't nothing but a little boy.
That's right.
When I get done with you, I'm going to throw you out there to the fowls of the fields. But look at somebody say, ain't nobody throwing me nowhere this season.
Nobody throwing me nowhere.
Look at somebody tell me, I'm getting ready to throw my own weight around.
I'm ready to throw my own way
I'm
around.
going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. Listen to what he said. Look at verse 45. Look at somebody said, then said David. Look at somebody said, you got to have a word.
You gotta have the word.
You got to have something in your mouth to say. Because you see Goliath ain't backing down. I just want somebody to know, you see Goliath ain't backing down.
Nothing.
Ready? So this is what David said in verse 45. Then said David to the Philistine, thou comest to me with a sword and with a spear and with a shield. But I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. So David's saying, now it's already bad enough you big. So you mean to tell me with your big self, you need your sword and your shield to take me down? Come on, somebody. So you need all of this to bring me down, my little old bitty self. So you coming with me with all of this, but you done sized me up. Seems like Goliath should have took his helmet off, laid his shield down, laid his sword down. Since he already done called you rooted, since he already done called me small, but won't you drop your weapons and do what you say you gonna do?
Right.
Whew, let me get back where I was. Where was I? Cause it's so good, I'm telling you right now. So David said, I come to thee in the name of the Lord of hosts, the God of the armies of Israel, whom thou hast defied. Look at somebody, tell me these words, say, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
But I won't be alone.
But I won't be alone.
Look at somebody else, tell them, say, I'm coming.
I'm coming.
But I won't be alone.
But I won't be alone.
Verse 46. David said, this day, look at somebody say, this day.
This day.
He said, this day will the Lord deliver thee into what?
My
Look at
hand.
somebody say, faith talking.
Faith talking.
He said, and I will smite thee.
And I will.
Look at somebody, tell me again, say, faith talking.
Faith talking.
He said, and take thy hand from thee. Look at somebody, tell me, say, faith talking.
Faith talking.
He said, and I will give the carcass of the host of the Philistine in Israel. Look at somebody, tell them, say they don't know.
They don't know.
Let Goliath talk. Let your Goliath say whatever it is he want to say. Because all he doing is talking.
Right.
And see, the only reason why he talking bad, because he tall and he big. And he been known as the champion. But look at somebody, tell him, say champions do fall.
Champions do fall.
Whew, let me go on down. What verse am I on? 47. And all this assembly shall know that the Lord saveth not with a sword and a spear. For the battle is who?
Lord.
And he will give you into our what?
Hands.
He said, you done came to me with all these spears. But I want you to know that this battle is the Lord.
Yeah, right.
And he will deliver you into our hands. Stand right here, Titus. So when I got there, you didn't have to picture stuff because I had to see stuff. Come here, Gracie. No, give me Kay. Come here, Kay. We're gonna get the little. We're gonna get the little. You ready, Kay? You gonna carry him? Point your finger at Tommy. Point your finger like this. Point your finger. Point this. Point it. Yeah, keep pointing. So I want you to just picture this little boy talking to this big giant here. Oh, you coming with me with your staves and your spears, talking about what you gonna do to me? Well, I'm coming in the name of the Lord, and this day he gonna deliver you into my hands. Now see, if I'd have been Goliath, what I would have done was go ahead and snap his neck right then. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I would have went ahead on and just snapped, because he's a little boy.
Right.
And you got on all this armor. So this is the thing that got me. I said, you mean to tell me that Goliath is going back and forth with David?
And he the giant.
You mean to tell me that you doing all that talking when you could have snapped his neck? That's something to show you. Watch this. Who, Jesus, I'm going to show you something. Verse 48. Oh, there go my favorite word.
Oh.
What it say?
Come to pass.
At what?
Came to pass.
And it what?
Came to pass.
And it came to pass. So what that mean? Something
Something
is about
to go down.
to go down. Oh, look at somebody say it's going down. Oh, look at somebody say my Goliath is going down. It said, and it came to pass when the Philistine arose and came and drew nigh to meet David, that David hastened and ran toward the army to meet the Philistine. I said, so you telling me that David sees Goliath. So see, that's Goliath there. So David sees Goliath. But David don't even give Goliath time enough to make it to him. The Bible says he took off running. Look, somebody say, I got the ball in my hand.
I got the ball in my hand.
So David takes off running. Because remember, he got the ball in his hand. Come on now. He got the 5 stones. And he got the Lord. So he got the ball in his hand. So he takes off running towards Goliath. Not running backwards. He's running towards him. He said, see, I already know I got the victory.
Right.
See, you got to run towards this thing like you know you got the victory. You got to know that when I run up on it this time, look at somebody tell me, say it's coming down.
It's coming down. Jesus.
Amen.
Right.
Thank you, Lord.
Right.
So he running. The Bible says he got in a hurry. The Bible says he hastened that run. Look, somebody say I got to pick up my speed.
Got to pick up my feet.
Because if you're going to knock it down, look, somebody say you're going to need a force behind you
You'll need a force behind you.
to bring it down.
Down.
So when I got right there, I got to tell you what the Lord said to me. Y'all ready for this? Because I said to myself, Steve, we still talking about a little boy. We still talking about a giant. So this is what the Lord said to me. Look, somebody say another play.
Another play.
You better write this one down. So this is what the Lord said to me. He said, tell them, I'm going to flip their view of Goliath, that Goliath looked like David.
All right. I heard you.
Wow.
He said, tell them that I'm going to flip the view. Well, my Goliath will look like David to you. Because he got got to make him look like David to you so you won't be scared to run up on him.
Right.
That's right.
That's
But
good.
if he keep you looking at him like Goliath, look at somebody say, God finna shift my view.
God bless.
Amen.
So Goliath gonna look like David. So Lord told me to tell you, all that stuff that the enemy has used to fortify some things in your life, whatever that sin is, whatever them sins is, because the enemy loves to fortify something that's little and make it big.
Right.
Understand me? And make it seem like it's so big that you can't get the victory over. Make it seem like it's so big that you can't make it. Make it seem so big that you can't get on top of this thing. But look at somebody say, I'm about to get on top of it. And it's going down.
And it's going down.
Don't let the look fool you.
Don't let the look fool you.
Amen.
Watch this. Oh, but watch this right here. Woo, hallelujah. What verse I'm on? Verse 40, who? 49. And the Bible says, and David put his hand in his bag and took a stone and slanged it and smote the Philistine in his forehead. That the stone sunk into his forehead and he fell on what?
To the ground.
So you saying to yourself, okay, Pastor, so why you saying that I got to pick up some speed? Because remember I told you you're going to need some force behind it, right?
That's right. That's right.
So the reason why David had to run so fast, because see, David needed that wind to pick up.
That's right.
So that when he pulled back, that wind
Through that stone.
it threw that stone.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Good.
Jesus.
Look at somebody and say, I got to get the Holy Ghost. I got to get some power if I'm going to break it down.
Break it down.
So what the Lord showed me was this. He said the only reason why David was able to do what he did, he said, tell them this, you won't do it without the oil.
Amen.
All right.
Amen.
You're not going to be able to bring it down without the oil. In other words, when God sent Samuel to Jesse's house to anoint David with that oil, See the anointing will destroy burdens. The anointing will destroy yokes. The anointing got such power in it that it'll bring something strong down. So in other words, even though it looked like David was by himself, David was not only carrying 5 stones. Look, somebody said David had that oil. Look at somebody, look on, throw your hands up again and say, Lord, put some oil in my vessel. Because that is the only way you're going to be able to defeat those strongholds in your life. Because some of y'all got some Goliath. Whether your Goliath is fornicating, whether your Goliath is lying, y'all ain't going to help me this morning. I'm talking about your Goliath. That's that kind of stronghold in your life.
Amen. Preacher.
But look at somebody say, but it's got to go down. It's got to go down. It can't parade itself in my life any longer. It can't keep parading itself in my life any longer. Keep telling me what I'm going to do, even though I don't want to do it. And you find yourself doing what Goliath say do. You know, Paul said, when I want to do right, he said something in my members. Come on now. Been warned against my what? Flesh.
That's right.
Preacher.
That's right.
Goliath keep punking me around.
Yes, sir.
He keep throwing me around and I do whatever he say do because I'm scared. Because he's just so big and he been controlling me for so long. But look, somebody say he going down.
He going down.
Look, somebody say he going down.
He going down.
Because I'm going to get some oil in my vessel. And I'm not going to back up this time. I'm not backing up in this season. This season I'm stepping. I said I'm stepping up in this season. I've been backed up too long. That's why the enemy been able to keep throwing you around like you do.
Amen.
But look at somebody say, but I'm finna put some weight on.
All right.
That's the only way I'm going to run this play. That's the only way I'm going to be able to run this ball. I got to put some weight on.
Right.
I got to put some weight on in this season. Whew, Jesus. Get on back here. Whew. I'm going to show y'all something going to blow your mind again. Verse 50. It says, so David prevailed over the Philistine with a sling and with a stone. And he smote the Philistine and slew him. But there was no sword in his hand. No sword in his hand. Therefore David ran and stood upon the Philistine and took his sword and drew it out of the sheath thereof and slew him and cut off his head therewith. And when the Philistines saw their champion was dead, they fled.
That's right.
So when I got right there, whoo, help me, Holy Ghost. Woo, help me, Holy Ghost. Woo, help me, Holy Ghost. Now let me tell you what the Lord said to me. He said, tell them they're going to have it by the head this time. And the Bible said he got on top of him. So
Little man down.
he got on top of the thing that had fortified itself. Can you see yourself on top of the thing that has fortified itself in your life? So the Bible said David got on top of it. And David cut it at the head. But why you got to cut it at the head? Because if you want the body to die, then you got to cut it at the head. So the Lord told me to tell you that in this last quarter, you're going to have to cut some stuff at the head.
Jesus.
Glory to God. Yes.
That's the only way it's going to die. That is the only way it's going to die. A body can't live without a head because your brain calls everything in your body to function. So what David did, he cut it off at the head. And the Lord told me to tell you that in the next 4 weeks, you better get your knife out and start cutting some stuff at the head.
Jesus.
Yes.
Woo.
You wanted to die? Look at somebody say, cut it.
Cut it.
You don't want it to live? Look at somebody say, cut it.
Cut it.
But I ain't talking about cutting off no arm.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
You're going to have to cut this thing at the head.
That's right.
Because that is the only way it's going to die. That is the only way the lie is going to come down in your life. Is if you cut it at the head. Stop cutting off arms. Stop cutting off limbs. Cut it all the way off.
Yes. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
You want to cut off one part and keep the other. I ain't going to go see you, but I'm going to call you. Y'all ain't ready. So you just want to play around with limbs. You don't really want to be delivered. You don't really want the victory. You don't really want to be on top of this thing.
That's good.
But if you want the victory and you want the enemy to be up under your feet, then look at somebody tell them, say, you got to cut it at the head. Look at somebody say, this is a head job.
Head job. Jesus.
Right here want to chop off a finger.
Come on.
Watch yourself, preacher.
But still keep the other body parts.
Yes,
Watch
God.
yourself, preacher.
Wow.
You want it dead?
I can't.
You want it dead?
Yes,
Yes.
Lord.
Do you really want to be delivered?
Yes.
Do you really want them Goliaths to come down in your life?
Yes.
Do you really want to get rid of those strongholds?
Yes.
That stuff that keeping you a prisoner and being a slave to sin, got you doing stuff that you really don't want to do, but you find yourself doing it. It ain't really what you want to do. Then after you do it, you feel so bad. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yes, Lord.
That after you do it.
Yes.
I ain't talking about why you're doing it, but I'm talking about after you do it. I'm talking about that aftermath. I'm talking about that afterwards. I'm talking about that feeling.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Ain't you tired
Yes.
of being a slave to your flesh? Ain't you ready for Goliath to come down?
Yes.
Ain't you ready for it to go down? Because once David brought it down, look at somebody say he brought it all the way down.
He brought it all the way
And
down.
I like the fact that David was able to stand up on it. Look at somebody say, I'm going to stand up on it. Ooh, hallelujah. Tell somebody I'm going to stand up on this thing. The devil is through walking all over me, tearing me around, throwing me around. In this season, I'm getting on top of it because I'm going to cut it at the head.
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, God. Yes, God.
It's the only way it's going to die.
Ooh, yes.
That is the only way it's going to die.
Thank you, Jesus.
And see, God's so good.
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm going to tell you how good he is. Show you some revelation here.
Jesus.
He's so good. Till all he used was some rock. A rock. Not one, not two, not three. And he had 5.
Right.
But can I tell you, it ain't going to take but one.
Yes.
I said he had 5, but it ain't going to take but one. So all it took was one stone to bring down Goliath. Just one.
Yes.
That's all it took to bring him down.
Yes. My God.
And the Lord said, tell them to look around. And then he told me, tell you this. Look somebody tell him, say, get it in your hand. Look somebody tell him, say, you got to get it in your hand.
You gotta get it in your hand.
Come on, you got to get it in your hand.
Yes.
You got to get it in your hand. Because if you're going to cut it, you got to get it in your hand.
Yes.
So Lord told me to tell you, they got to get it in their hand. Because see, when you get it in your hand, you're going to get it in your head. And once you get it in your head, it's going to get in your feet.
Jesus.
And you ain't going to have no problem. Cut.
Come on.
Cut.
Yes.
Cut. You just find yourself just cutting.
Yes.
Glory to God.
Next thing you know, that one died. Next thing you know, that one died. Next thing you know, that died. Next thing you know, that died. Why? Because you making the cut.
Yes,
Jesus.
Lord. Thank you, Jesus.
If you're going to make the cut 2019,
Thank you, Lord.
I said if you're going to make the cut in 2019, look, somebody tell them these words, you're going to have to make some cuts.
You're going to make some cuts.
I got about 2 more verses. And then look, somebody say, I'm out of here.
Out of here.
So David now is standing on top of it. And David has it in his hand. And this is what the Lord told me to tell you too. Thank you, Lord, for bringing that back to my remembrance. He said, it won't rise again.
Oh, that's good.
Jesus.
Yes! Thank you, Jesus.
When you cut this joke off at the head, when you cut it off at the head, when David cut his head off, Goliath never got up again. The Lord said, if you cut it at the head, it will not rise again.
Amen.
Jesus.
My God.
Look at somebody tell them, say, oh, it's going down.
Oh, it's going down.
Let somebody know, say, oh, it's going to go down in my life.
Oh, it's gonna go down.
Oh, it's going down. It's going down. Ain't no ifs or buts about it. It's going down. Because if I am the come up, it's got to go down.
Come
So
on.
let somebody say, I'm going to flip this thing around. I'm going to get on top of this.
Yes.
Thank you, Lord.
Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Because as long as the lie's in your face, you ain't going to get up. As long as the lie's throwing you around, you ain't going to have no victory. You're going to keep on being a slave. But once you cut that joker off at the neck,
Yes, Lord.
My God.
don't play with it.
Amen.
Look, somebody say cut.
Cut.
Look, somebody say it's just that simple.
It's just that simple.
Cut it
Cut it
at the head.
at the head.
And see, the Lord gonna already lay it down for you.
That's about that. Say that.
He already gonna lay it down.
Does he lay
He gonna make it easy for you to cut it.
Yeah.
Because you hasten. Look, somebody say, I got to get in a hurry to make this cut. Look, somebody say, I got to get in a hurry to make this cut. Because if I'm going to score this touchdown, I say, if I'm going to come up in this last inning, and it ain't but a few more minutes left in this game, come on now. Then if I'm going to do it, then I am going to have to hasten to get a move. Ain't no way I can't be at that awesome. Look, somebody tell me, say, that ain't going to work. Look, somebody tell me, say, that ain't going to work. Tell me, say, this time when I take off, I'm going to take off. I'm go. You get what I'm saying? Because you're going to have to go.
Get like Forrest Gump.
But if you drag,
Oh, thank you, Jesus.
if you drag,
That's good. That's
All
good.
right.
you're going to serve Goliath.
Amen.
Ain't that's what he said? He said, anybody can kill me, then we'll serve you. Don't you, look, ain't you tired of Goliath serving you? Ain't you ready to serve some stuff yourself?
Come on.
Yes.
Ain't you ready to flip the script?
Yes.
So look, somebody say, I got to cut it
I got
I
to
got
cut
to
it.
cut it.
at the head.
At the head.
It's got to go.
It got to go.
I got to cut it.
I got to cut it.
If I wanted to die,
I want to die.
I got to cut it
I got to cut it.
at the head.
At the head.
So we ain't cutting no more fingers.
Come on.
Cutting off no arms.
Talk about it.
Cut off my arm.
Because they still working.
Okay.
No way they're still able to get to you. Y'all ain't gonna hear me.
Come on.
You're gonna have to cut it. Now if you're gonna cut it, cut it. If you're gonna go cold turkey, go cold turkey.
Go cold. Thank you. Amen. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Lord.
Ooh, Jesus, help me, Lord. Ooh, hallelujah.
Yes.
Ooh, Lord, I thank you. I got one more verse. Reverend, one more verse. Ooh, Jesus, the champion is dead. The champion is dead. The one who's been sitting on my throne is dead. Look at somebody say it is dead. Some of y'all gonna be glad to say it is dead.
Dead.
Yes.
Hallelujah.
You won't have to fight with that one no more.
No more.
Thank you, Jesus.
But I got to cut it
I got to cut it.
at the head.
At the head.
Verse 52. Jesus Christ. And the men of Israel and of Judah arose and shouted and pursued the Philistine until thou come to the valley and to the gates of Ephraim. And the wounded of the Philistine fell down by the way to Sharon, even unto Gath, unto Ephraim. And the children of Israel returned from chasing after the Philistines, and they spoiled their tents. So I had to read that to tell you this. The Lord told me, he said, when you cut it, there's going to be some spoils for you. See, y'all wasn't ready for that. See, y'all thought y'all was just going to be delivered and that be it. But the Lord said, if you cut it at the head,
Yes.
Jesus.
there's going to be some spoils coming behind it. In other words, there's some goods for me. There's some blessings for me.
Yes.
There's some things. So in other words, all along Goliath had your stuff.
Ha.
Like yourself, preacher. Go ahead. You said that.
My God.
But what I tell y'all, what's my favorite saying? All you can do is occupy till I come.
Till I come.
All they were doing was occupy my stuff. That's all they was doing. Because the Bible said they went after them and brought back the spoils. Look at somebody say, I'm coming out.
I'm coming out
With some things.
with some things.
With some things.
With some things
In my hand.
in my hand.
When I cut this.
When I cook this.
At the neck.
Stupid.
Jesus.
Off with your head.
Look at somebody tell me, say, God got a blessing.
God got a blessing.
With my name on it.
My name on it.
Look, somebody tell me, say, it's going down.
It's going down.
Look, somebody tell me, say, it's going down.
It's going down.
This is what I want you to do. I want you to get up. I want you to go high five some folks.